Have with me, joining me from Miller County. Hello, 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 hello. How are you, Mr. Godfrey?
Hello. How are
Okay,
y'all?
I am wonderful. Thank you for joining me early this morning. I know we've already tapped in with you. Fred Gamble has been out there speaking with you today about emergency preparedness. So, Mr. Godfrey, if you don't mind getting into it, just tell me a little bit about some of what you guys have been working on yesterday and today to prepare for whatever weather comes our way.
Yesterday, we reached out to several of our support organizations, the American Red Cross, Salvation Army, some of the municipalities here in Miller County, such as Fouke. Spoke with the mayor down there in the city of Fouke, Arkansas, about making sure that we had some shelters that were going to be able to be set up. We utilize these organizations as resources in the event that a disaster does happen. I know I have received many phone calls about storm shelters in place that they used to have back when we had civil defense. But since civil defense was dissolved, there's not really a storm shelter per se where individuals can go and ride out a storm. Our biggest recommendation for folks, if they're wanting to seek some place to stay, is contact a family member or a neighbor. Go join them if they're in a structure that would be reasonably safe during a storm. Have a cup of coffee, make a cake, do something to have a good time, enjoy each other's company, and possibly even take their mind off of some of the stuff that's occurring outside and reduce some of that anxiety.
Absolutely. And Mr. Godfrey, we did have someone asking about tornado shelter specifically, so I'm glad you asked that. Do you guys have any other recommendations for people at home, things they should have?
They should always have some type of storm preparation kit at home. It would be something that would include a first aid kit, flashlights with extra batteries, uh, ways to hear the weather besides just the television. They do make portable radios still that you can get the weather information on that runs off of batteries. Some people even have apps on their phones that they use. We do activate the code red if there is a warning that does take place. And if you haven't signed up for that, you can sign up for that on the Code Red website online via the internet. That way, you're able to get those warnings without having to worry about there being an electrical outage or something in your area.
Absolutely. And do you guys have a response plan with, I know in Caddo Parish we talk with Homeland Security, that's who we coordinate with. Who do you all coordinate with? How do you all coordinate with law enforcement and first responders to make sure if there's a tree down or a power line down, you're able to get to residents? Should residents be calling 911? Should they be calling a specific number for storm damage?
If there is storm damage and they're leery about something happening, they're always welcome to call 911 and reach out to a dispatcher. The dispatchers will communicate with us via radio, and we're able to mobilize volunteer fire departments within our county. We also have contact almost constantly with the American Red Cross that are there to assist with resources in case there is damage to somebody's home. They're able to look into things and assess the damage, and we get reports back to them, and they assist the family with a place to stay temporarily until they're able to get back on their feet. We do also make sure that our backup system for communications is up and running, and I did spend a better part of yesterday doing that.
Wonderful. Now, Mr. Godfrey, in terms of people's homes, and I know you may have touched on this, I'm doing a million things right now, you'll have to excuse me, as I'm sure you are too. If people are in their homes and there's strong winds or the tornadoes warning goes off, should they go to the top of their home, their basement, get in the bathtub? What should they do?
You really want to go to the lowest floor in the structure that you can get to an interior room that has no windows. A lot of people, they will go into their bathroom because it's a smaller room and has better support walls in their homes. Also, I recommend they grab some pillows or something, blankets to lay over them, because when some of these houses, they shake, rattle, and roll, there's going to be some falling debris from time to time. The pillows and cushions and blankets do help protect them if they have them over them, so that they won't be injured unnecessarily by falling debris. So
Absolutely.
the lowest floor of the structure, interior rooms where you don't have really any exposure with windows to the outside elements, that's the safest place to be in a home. Now, if you're in a mobile home, I strongly recommend that while the watch is going on, that you go ahead and contact a neighbor or family member that would be in a site-built home, such as brick or metal buildings, and just go stay with them and have a good time, play cards, enjoy yourself, do anything you can to reduce your anxiety, especially during these storms, because they can cause a lot of anxiety, and that's not a good thing on us.
Not at all. Well, we will surely try to check in with you later today, Mr. Godfrey. We do appreciate your time. Is there anything else you want to let our viewers know, let residents in Miller County know?
If the residents of Miller County are not able to reach out to 911, they are more than welcome to call my cell phone, and that number is 870-703-8026.
Okay, I just want to make sure we have that number right, 870-703-8026.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, Mr. Godfrey, you may be getting some calls, but we appreciate you giving out your number. It lets us know how important the residents are in Miller County. Thank you so much for joining us, and I will definitely try to check back in with you later today if you're not too busy. I know there's going to be a lot going on.
Thank you very much, Miss Alexandria.
Have a great day.
You too.